Lagos.
All right, it's another beautiful day right here in the city of Abeokuta, and of course, it's time to talk sports. This particular day, whereby we're giving you some of the information coming in right there in the world of sports. So definitely, yes, the sport lovers will be glad this particular weekend. Of course, the return of football actions coming in from different leagues. Talking about the European League, of course, many one of the most watched leagues. Talking about the Premier League, of course, it's back. Right, of course, the kick starts between Manchester United and of course other results right there. That this is NSTV, and of course it's time to talk sport on Sports Spectrum. My name is Stephen Ajayi, and of course I would take you into talking about some of the stories this day, whereby we'll be talking about from the local scene, the grassroots sports also is something to talk about when it comes to the world of sport. Don't forget the transfer window is also still open right across Europe. The 30th of this month of August will be the closing date for transfer windows across Europe. Of course, before I move on straight to Europe, so I'm talking about the games to wrap off at the weekend yesterday. Let's talk about some of the grassroots stories coming in from Awon City, Abeokuta. When we talk about the Swan, we talk about Value Jets, Swan Security Corp. We're already talking about it, we've seen it, we've actually watched it live streaming, of course, we've heard of it very well, and definitely it has actually gotten to a stage away from the group stage. Of course, they're closer to the semi-final of the Value Jet. And don't forget, the Value Jet semi-final was slated to hold on the 20th of August today, but definitely that will be shifted to Saturday, 24th of August. Of course, this resolution of the shift was arrived during a discussion with the representative of talking about the organization. Of course, talking about one man himself, the chairman of the committee, talking about Akim Adegberu, of course, indicates that the semi-final involving the Nigeria Customs Service and the football team of EFCC, who will played on 24th of August by 12 p.m. Right there. And of course, before we move on to the features and of course the results of the games, let's of course listen to the voice of talking about the Swan chairman himself and also other coaches in that particular competition.
For us, it has been a good development. It has been a new progression in terms of quality of play, in terms of the quality of players, in terms of the quality of goals scored, and in terms of the numbers of goals scored, and of course in terms of officiating. It has been a drastic improvement all the aspects of the game. So for us, it has been good outing for the teams from the match day 1 to match day 3. We saw quality goals so far. We've seen debutants, BFCC, cruising to the semi-final for the first time. So it is shocking, but it is what it is. That is football. Underdog.
Competition is okay for now because as you can see my voice is down because I've been shouting since. It all went well, it's fine. But I will try to advise them to come up with the expectation. They are trying.
It's welcome back. That is the word from the chairman himself, talking about how the progress from the match day 1 going straight to the match at day 3. Of course, some of the implementation being led by the Swan himself. Of course, some of let me just quickly give you the group stage. Yes, a final standing. Don't forget, in the group B we have the NS topping the group B of the Value Jet Security Corp. We also have EFCC second with 3 points. Definitely difficult. Qualified for the semi-final of that particular corner. Yes, after that we have the fire service with 3 points, and of course FRC fourth right there with 1 point. Of course, we'll be two goals to 1, and police defeated fire service 1 goal to nothing. Of course, let us quickly check some of the highlights of those games that have been played right there, talking about the Value Jet Swan Security Cup.
Is okay for now because as you can see my voice is down because I've been shouting since. It all went well.
All right, yes, so we're going to get that from the Swan. Of course, let us move away from talking about the Swan. Let's go on straight to other stories coming in from, yes, the home front, away from, yes, Abeokuta. Let us go on straight talking about the under-20 Women's World Cup. Of course, talking about the Falconet to face Mexico, Australia in, yes, the friendly. Talking about the Nigeria under-20 women's national team will face Mexico and of course Australia in the warm-up matches in preparation for the FIFA under-20 World Cup right there. Don't forget, last weekend in Nigeria, they're talking about the Falconets left for Colombia for 2 weeks preparation before the commencement of the FIFA age grade tournament. Of course, we'll be optimistic to get some of exciting results. Don't forget, Nigeria will start the campaign in the competition against Korea Republic on Monday, 2nd of September, definitely. Before taking on the German side days later on the 4th of September, while the last match against Venezuela will be held on the 7th, right there in that particular competition. Let us move away from the under-20 and let us move on to some of the Super Eagles players doing things right there in Europe. But definitely we want to talk about one man, talking about Ademola Lookman. Definitely he was sent in the lineup at the weekend against a particular Serie A match being taken. He was not included in the squad of Atlanta. Definitely there's some speculations of moving away from Atlanta to Paris Saint-Germain. Of course, some of the latest rumors going out is that Lookman agrees personal terms with Paris Saint-Germain. That's dates coming in from that. Nigeria Super Eagles and Atlanta Ademola Lookman has agreed on personal terms with the French Ligue 1 champions Paris Saint-Germain. Don't forget, after Kylian Mbappe, talking about the king of PSG when it comes to one of the entertaining footballer at PSG, talking about Kylian Mbappe left Real Madrid, definitely looking for someone who could, of course, release that particular man. Definitely they have they've placed their hand on Ademola Lookman as someone who could actually do duty for Kylian Mbappe. Don't forget, he definitely did so well right there in the UEFA Europa League last season, of course, calling a trick in the final against Bayern Leverkusen. Definitely he has agreed at terms with Paris Saint-Germain. Of course, the manager of Atlanta says that the future of Ademola Lookman at Atlanta is a very big doubt. Right, there's update from that particular side. Of course, let's talk about when we talk about his compatriots, Victor Osimhen, definitely in news also today with a lot of speculation. Who agree with me that also his future at the Serie A club also is a very big doubt for the big man himself. When it comes to big man in about Victor Osimhen, definitely speculation moving out of Serie A, likes of Arsenal, Chelsea was actually getting close and joining Paris Saint-Germain, but it was cut off the clause having a place on him, but definitely he to Victor Osimhen in any particular. Of course, a lot of people saying who is at fault. Would you playing now? Would you playing or definitely will playing at the moment of talking about Victor Osimhen? Of course, the Syria has refused to involve the transaction of the Nigeria international Victor Osimhen. He wasn't in the match. Definitely Napoli lost that particular game against Verona. Rather, of course, a lot of people saying, why don't you start to Osimhen? Why don't you include him to your squad? But definitely, we would see how things go. Maybe once the transfer definitely in the club, he would be able to, start going around Victor Osimhen right at the. Of course, you're still on NSTV on Sports Spectrum. Right, let's move on to some of other news. Let's go straight to some of the games that were played yesterday, this particular weekend. Of course, the game went down yesterday in the Premier League, and of course, Jamie Vardy, yes, is at the Premier League. Of course, scoring the equalizing goal for Leicester City. Ended 1-1 against Tottenham. And of course, one man, the new signing, Solanke, was in action for Tottenham, but was definitely not able to get a single goal into the net. The game ended in a draw right between Leicester City and, of course, I'm talking about Tottenham. Now, away from that result, let's talk about some of